Hello everybody, thank you for watching this week's video. So this week we were focusing on talk about the cost of the production related to chapter 7. So the first 6 chapters we learned the general idea about principal macroeconomics, learning what's the core issue the economy trying to address, and learn the market, learn the 4 important market players. So we learned one of the most important player called consumer. We learned the consumer's utility theory. And now we move to learn the producer. And starting from chapter 7, we will learn not only producer but also learning different markets. You probably want to say, okay, the first 6 chapters I really like to enjoy because the major role for me now is consumer. I'm not producer. Should I also interested in chapter 7 and until chapter 12? What I want to say is, since you come into the college, you know you are doing the investment, and you're trying to do the investment, try to prepare for the future. So the chapter 7 to 12 is help you to prepare for the future. I'm sure many of you will choose to run your own business after graduation, so it's very important for you to learn the chapter 7 well. So for this chapter, we will learning the following key concepts. The first is what is production function. In order to understand the production function, you need to try to remind you of the 4 important factors of the production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. If you forget about the concept, you can go back to watch the video in chapter 2 again. In this chapter, we are focusing on learning the production function curve and the linkage between different curves. So we will learn different curves, and we will learn how to calculate the marginal physical production and try to understand the diminishing marginal return, and try to now use your intuition to explain why we have a diminishing marginal return. And the second key concept is a short run cost. So for this concept, we want to know how do you create the cost curve from production function. So which means, can you find the linkage between the production function curve and the short run cost curve? And we will learn different kind of cost: total cost, TC; FC, total fixed cost; VC, variable cost or total variable cost; MC, marginal cost; and ATC, the average total cost; AVC, average fixed cost; AFC, average fixed cost; AVC, average variable cost. And we want to know what the curves corresponding to different curves. And the magical thing is, once you know one cost, you can know the rest of them by doing the certain calculation. And the third concept we will learn is long run cost. And the main issue you want to address is the difference between the long and the short run cost. So how can you distinguish long run and short run? Does it mean one day is shorter than the 2 days, 1 month? Definitely yes. But is that the economics definition for long and short run? So you will learn the economic definition for long and short run. And the fourth concept is accounting and economic cost. And actually, we've already learned it before. We've mentioned it before. The economic cost will include one more, including the accounting cost and opportunity cost. The fifth concept is economics of scale. So here we will explain the minimum average total cost and versus the size of the plant. So, are you ready? So let's start exploring this week's word related to the producer.